Much to all of you. So we are staying in international waters a bit more in United States, to be precise. Next, we will hear from Cameron F. Kerry. Mr. Kerry is the first NR and Andrew H. Tisch Distinguished Visiting Fellow in Governance Studies and the Center for Technology Innovation at Brookings Institution, and a visiting scholar with the MIT Media Lab, where his work focuses on information privacy and security and the digital economy. He will speak about concrete steps in terms of international cooperation.
AI operates on a global scale with very large teams that need a lot of data, a lot of computing power, and are using open source code, distributed computing. So the response needs to be similar. It needs to be operate across borders and across disciplines. Democratic and like-minded countries need to present a consistent and a coherent alternative that is harnesses the benefits of AI in ways that are consistent with their values and ethics. Our recommendation is based on over a year of conversations with government officials and experts. And we focus on three key areas. One is regulatory cooperation. And I think there particularly, we see that between the US and the EU, there's significant overlap in a risk-based approach that's reflected in the AI regulation. It's also contained in White House policy statements that have continuity as policy. And I think that offers a very rich line of issues to look at in terms of looking at common approaches to risk assessment, to red lines in common for certain uses that may should be prohibited or have a moratorium, to look at sectoral approaches, to joint international sandboxes. I think an important foundation for that sort of collaboration is to commit to communication and collaboration in developing those policies. No unilateral steps without that sort of international conversation. We need to be working towards making a broad set of rules together. We need to flesh out the next steps in standards development around issues, particularly such as auditing standards, which will be important to enforcing regulatory policies, and important to addressing a lot of the issues that have been raised about potential outcomes from AI. Finally, we look at joint research and development, which provides opportunities to do a number of important things at the same time. To solve or bring AI to the solution of global issues like climate change, like health, like economic development. And at the same time, to work together in ways that will have action forcing effect on collaboration and dealing with regulatory policies, to really tackle use cases in necessarily concrete ways that will have to address many of the issues of data governance, of ethics, in a very specific context. It's like having a great big international regulatory sandbox that does good for humanity.